This is a series of episodes released in 2006.
This game is ass.
Of course, we're looking at the Karate Kid, and he's taking a look at this movie, this video game based on a movie-based video game, and this is usually the setup. This would lay the framework for what would be an Angry Video Game Nerd episode when he would talk about a specific singular video game.
Fuck. Sure. Fuck.
Do you think the nerd has a backstory? Like, is he supposed to be living in like the basement of someone's house, of his like mother's house, when that was considered like weird at the time?
Die!
I like the film posters here. We have some Jackie Chan ones, Rocky, Army of Darkness. Always a fun time.
You try to help me now, man? Well, let me be honest with you about this one. Ooh boy, I hate this game. I mean, it makes me want to kill myself. Now,
Don't do that. Talk about your feelings.
the only comforting thing to know is that everybody seems to share my frustration. Karate Kid is a game that...
Oh my god. This is so interesting coming back to this. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, little kids, well, not little kids, but kids, after this, watched this and wanted to emulate this type of style of criticism, and they do it like unabashedly, unironically, and it just comes off as cringe. But I'm looking at James doing it for like the first time, and I'm noticing the template. You know what I mean?
has haunted many of our childhoods. I mean, everybody has the same story. I love the movie.
He was the blueprint.
So I got the Nintendo game, and I couldn't stand it. Yet I had to keep on playing it because I had to beat it. So, what is it about this game that's drawn so many unfortunate kids to turn into bitter adults, reminiscing on their angry childhood, screaming at the TV, throwing the controllers? I mean, anybody who has beaten this incredibly hard piece of shit will not have any sense of satisfaction, but rather regrets, because it is a complete waste of fucking time. I mean, it's like coming out of a brutal fight, being the winner, but achieving nothing for all your troubles, but some bloody bruises and broken bones. It's just not worth it. The biggest problem is that
Game of the bundle butt.
the control is so awkward. You have to press up to jump, which doesn't really help because you can only go straight up in the air. It gotta be like absolutely still. And if you
I wonder if they're gonna start teaching of the works of James Rolfe in like internet online video college courses someday.
touch an enemy, you fly in the opposite direction. You can't get close enough to really attack anybody. You die in every pit, and it's so easy to fall into them. So every time you get hit near a pit, you're basically dead.
Lots of commotion downstairs. This should be one of the shorter ones that he did. What's in this compilation? We're not gonna watch that. You know, we might come back to this. Because obviously it's a long time, and we're testing the waters on this out. But this is the first installment with of this little segment with James Rolfe, and yeah.
Level 1 is ridiculously easy. You just fight one-on-one and then you kick the shit out of everybody, and there you go, you win. You do it again and again. Now level 2 is where we get to the side-scrolling gameplay. It's almost a rip-off of Kung Fu, but much worse. Every once in a while there's these stupid bonus stages which are next to impossible. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that it would be easier to do this in real life. Now, when you get to level 3, there's a typhoon, so the wind keeps pushing you back. And if that's not enough, there's these twigs and birds flying through the air. Every possible projectile hurts you and makes you fly back, and there's pits everywhere. I hate this game, but why am I playing it? Well, that's the question everyone has asked themselves, and they all have the same reason. Because you're angry and you want to win. You want to beat the Nintendo, but the cold fact is that nobody cares but you.
There we go. I guess that's the philosophy behind, or at least where this comedic aspect stems from. I've been there. I too was a child.
Then you get to level 4 and holy shit is it hard. You can't get near anybody to attack them, and they all have these long spears that make you fly back. You can sometimes hit people when you're walking uphill, but when you're going down, you can't really attack low enough to hit them. They're all basically just bullying up on you, and they just knock you all around, and there's nothing you can do. And guess what? That's the last level, and if you are expecting some big ending to be worth all your trouble, well, you're wrong. The only thing that happens at the end is that Mr.
Pat Morita.
Miyagi winks. What a piece of shit. I mean, I guess they decided because the game's only 4 levels long, it better be the hardest 4 levels ever. Well, how about this? How about if I made a game where there's just this one cliff you have to jump over and it's like nearly impossible, but if you do it, you win the game and that's it. I mean, what the hell were they thinking with this piece of shit? What the hell? Now, if you're a serious Nintendo collector, do yourself a favor, don't get this game because it's not worth it. I mean, it's made many lives miserable.
Obviously, when I look at this, I'm thinking of like... Obviously, the show would get better as time went on, but... Humble beginnings, I guess.
And, you know, if you see it on sale for $1, just stay away. Don't even touch it.
Okay, I think that's... We're going to revisit James Rolfe and some in his work sometime down the line, but yeah, that's it. Hey, we're going to take a break. Next time we'll cover one of his contemporaries who can be summed up as the angry video game nerd, but with movies. So that's fun. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be back, and we'll be back playing some Fortnite. So thank you very much. And yeah.